Before I write a single DAX measure, before I even open Power BI desktop, I do this. And this one habit is the reason my report look like enterprise report, not a student project. Hello everyone, welcome back to Data with Pankaj. I am Pankaj here. In today's video, I am going to show you exactly how I wireframe a Power BI report using Claude AI and PowerPoint. We are going to discuss two different methods. In first method, we will share detailed prompt with Claude AI, covering different visual element in the Power BI report, report page layout, canvas size, company logo, and branding template. In second method, I will share a screenshot of an already created Power BI report with Claude AI. It will automatically extract all the required information such as a visual element, their positioning, layout, structure, colors, and design pattern, and then generate a wireframe in PowerPoint accordingly. I will also show you how to apply your branding color, font, spacing so your stakeholders see something polished before you have built a single visual. Stay till the end. I am giving you exact Claude prompt I use on every single project for free. Quick question: how many times have you built a full Power BI report and your manager said, can we move this chart? Can we add one more page? That's hour of rework every single time. Now, if you are following this channel, I already created one video that how to design wireframe inside Power BI using HTML visual, and we can create HTML measure directly using a DAX. That measure we need to use on HTML viewer visual, and your wireframe will be ready. I received a very good feedback from multiple viewers. I will attach that video link in the description. You can watch before watching this video. But in today, we are doing it differently. We are using Claude AI and PowerPoint, and for stakeholder sign off, this win every time because they can open it, comment on it, and give you feedback without touching Power BI at all. PowerPoint is a tool everyone is using, and that is easy to use, and even for wireframing also, it is very easy. Three reasons why this particular method is very useful. First is PowerPoint is easy to use. Anyone can use. It is easy for sharing and your stakeholder can comment on it and they can share the live feedback. You can make a changes in wireframe accordingly. And it is just that you have to export that as a PNG or SVG and that can be set up as a canvas background in your Power BI report. Work with this setup. Just two things are required, Claude AI and PowerPoint. That's it. So you can open the free account in Claude. Claude is the tool from Anthropic, so you can have some trial account. Don't need to pay anything. Then PowerPoint is again available freely, so you can use that and you can integrate Claude directly inside your PowerPoint using add-ins. Okay, you need to click on add-ins in PowerPoint and then you can add the Claude AI extension. And other important thing, you need to keep your branding template either in a PowerPoint or PDF format ready. So you can attach that during the prompt to Claude AI. So it will extract all the information like colors, fonts, then different visual element. If you have in detail visual element, their categories, color, etc. Okay, that will be extracted from your branding guidelines. So these things are required to work with this setup. In here you can see I have take the fresh new file of PowerPoint, and if you click on the add-ins, I already added the Claude. Okay, here you can search Claude and it will ask you to sign in with a Claude account. Once you have signed in, it will generate one key and that you need to paste here. Okay, you can integrate Claude AI directly inside your PowerPoint. Now if I open the Claude AI, here we can pass our prompt. So I will remove the unnecessary element from the slides and I have a blank slide ready and I'm ready to pass my first prompt. Okay, this is our first prompt. In first method, we are going to pass a prompt that contain the in detail information of different visual, their positioning, color, etc. Okay, so here is my first prompt. Before starting this prompt, what I will do, if you go to the Power BI and here is my first page. Okay, you can see I have five number of card visual, then line chart, donut chart, decomposition tree, and here are some slicers. Okay, and top title with some field parameter. So you need to mention in detail whatever element you have, what you want to achieve. That is just plain prompt. Okay, without any reference. So that's what I have mentioned here. Okay, you can see I have mentioned the what canvas size I am going to use. Okay, what color I am going to use and the fonts, then what are the different slicers I have, then different buttons like I'm using field parameter. Okay, and different charts visual, you can see all I have mentioned in detail. So this is a one way. So let's start with this particular prompt. Along with that, what I will do, I will attach the branding guideline as well. As okay, so this is the branding guideline for company. So I will just open that PowerPoint to show you okay how the branding document should be there. You can see the company name and what are the different color we are going to use, what are the primary color, then data and charts color used in that order. Okay, status sentiment like growth, then warning, neutral, bad, decline. Okay, something. Then different shapes, what are the there, shadow, borders. Okay, so all are mentioned in detail. Then chart color, then if we have using different series of chart, then what are the color for different categories that I have mentioned. For line also, what are the different color I want. Okay, donut chart. So here also for KPI, what font should be there, font size, bold, italic. Okay, those all guidelines I have mentioned in the branding guideline. So I am attaching that along with our prompt. So I have attached detailed branding guideline PPT here, and I will start with our first task. So it is started with the task. You can see setting up brand theme, build header and KPI. So these are the different tasks it is going to utilize. As per the prompt, our wireframe is ready for first page, that is sales overview. Okay, you can see the in detail wireframe is created. Let me just minimize this. So you can see five different KPI: revenue, shipping cost, order, unit sold, revenue per order. Here is company name. Essentially, we can add logo as well as. Then here are some field parameters that I have created. This is the page name. Then what are the different slicer we have? Their name is there. Now we need to export this into SVG, and that can be imported as a canvas background in Power BI. So I will just save this file as SVG. Why we are saving as SVG? To maintain the good quality of wireframe. Okay, SVG is scalable vector graphics. Your quality of the wireframe will not reduce. Okay, so I will just rename this to sales overview page. So just one slide we need to save. I will also save this presentation. So in future, if you want to make any changes in the wireframe, so you will open this presentation, you will do any changes, and then essentially you need to make a changes in Power BI as well, as because you will export this as a SVG and you will feed this again as a canvas background. So now I will jump to Power BI. What I did here, I just duplicated my sales overview page, and new page is sales overview underscore two. You can see there is no any wireframe here. Okay, all visual slicer are there, cards, buttons are there. But if you go to the sales overview page, I have wireframe. Okay, that is built inside Power BI. Okay, if I just remove this, you can see this shape element there. For each chart background, I have added some shape. So I designed entire wireframe in Power BI itself. You can see these are the shape. For this also we have shape like this. Okay, I have designed, and then I align visual on top of that wireframe. But in the method we are discussing, we have designed in a PowerPoint. So now I will export that here. If you go to the canvas background, I will browse theme, and here is our sales overview SVG. I will just import that, and here I will just fill. Okay, and we need to just arrange that properly. Okay, so you can see this card visual. We can just change the entire formatting for the card visual. Okay, no need to any ascent bar or even call out label is not required. Okay, if you go to layer layout, ascent bar is not required for any card. Then layout fine. In call out values we can disable the label because that label is already present. Here I will just reduce the size. I will go for 25, maybe small 22. This we are going to arrange on top here. Okay, increase the transparency to 100% so we can see the title as well as. So like this, I will also remove the background along with the border. Divided border background is no more required. Okay, here you can see again this title is shifted to the middle, and our values is at a first position. Again I need to align that values. If you go to the call out values again, cards call out, So here I will arrange it to middle position. You can see the card visual is set up. Okay. Similarly, we have to do for this. Okay. I will disable the title because title is already there from our wireframe itself. Okay. Now again for this, I will disable the title. For this also, I will disable the title, and you need to just arrange this properly. Okay. Similarly for donut chart, something. This is done. Now finally, we will just align our all card visual properly. Okay. So the title is no more required for slicer. Okay. So once it is set up, so you have to not worried about the layout and everything because manually it will take a lot of time to format, and just disable the title. Okay. Now if you don't need the title from wireframe itself, you can mention during the prompt, I just need the element, I don't need any titles. Okay. So that is another way to have this attribute. Okay. And this is the button, I will just overlap on the wireframe button. Okay. And just I will select all the slicer and reduce their width. We can go to 95. So all are aligned. So you can see everything is aligned properly except this button. We need to align it. Okay. Again, I can do the overlapping here. I need to reduce the font size for the button. Then only it will be clear. Okay. Because here you can see it is aligned. Okay. So this is how you can create a wireframe and import as a SVG and set up your Power BI report in a few minutes. If you do this manually, it will take a lot of time to format, and you can see it will be dynamically. You can select any year. Okay. Like this, everything is a dynamic report. Okay. So here you can see one button icon is added plus. So from this page, if you want to go to the another page using page navigation, then you can set up one button here with a page navigation action, and you can set up a destination page. Like here, we want to go to the product and store. It will navigate to that particular page. So this is how you can create a wireframe using method one. Like we are passing the in detail prompt to Claude AI inside PowerPoint and asking to create our wireframe as per the element and different visuals, then what are the formatting I need as per the company branding, etc. Okay, here you can see it has created, and just we have exported this into SVG, and that is fed as a canvas background to Power BI. Okay, the interesting things you need to keep in mind. Okay, if you want to change the theme like from light to dark, you need to just pass further prompt. I want to design this into light theme or dark theme. Okay, it will change everything as per your requirement. This is very, you can see, fast process. It manually we are switching from light to black theme or dark theme. It is difficult to accommodate, and it will take a lot of time for formatting and all the thing. Okay, so now we will see the second method. So where what we will do, we will just take a screenshot of our product and store overview page and feed to Plot itself. Okay, so I will just go here and take a screenshot of this page and share to Plot directly inside our point. So I will go here, simple prompt. Okay, based on the image, can you create a wireframe for Power BI report as a slide 2? Means I want to create it as another slide, and I have mentioned that my canvas size is custom size. Okay, 1080 pixel height and 1920 pixel width. And also I have mentioned I need only element, not any actual visual or numbers. Okay, so that's what I have mentioned. Okay, so we'll start with this task. It will create a new slide, and that slide will be applicable for our product and store for view page. So this task will be executed in 6 different pages. One is adding blank slide to the PowerPoint, and then building header KPI, then build left slicer panel which contains 7 different filters, then building top charts and bottom visual like tree map and horizontal bar chart, and at the end it will verify the layout with our image. So once it is ready, so we have to just export as a SVG and feed to the Power BI canvas background. Let's see. We are done with our second task, wireframe, using a screenshot of your already created Power BI report. Here you can see it has created detailed wireframe as per our requirement with full branding of our template and company colors. So now again we will just export this as a SVG and feed to Power BI. So I will save this file as a SVG again. So we need to save that particular slide only. Same process we need to follow. So our wireframe is ready as a SVG. I will just open here. You can see product and store overview. So we will export this as a canvas background in Power BI. So I will navigate to Power BI. So what I did, I have just duplicated our product and store overview page here. Okay, and you can see there is no formatting or alignment done. So I will export that. Select the wireframe, that is our product and store overview. You can see the title and all the things. And again, we need to follow the same step to align this properly. Okay, I will simply copy this card and paste here to do the format painter to have the minimum effort to redesign the card. So here we need to increase the column to 6 because we have 6 original card visual, and again revenue, this is not present in this particular page, so we can hide that. And this time period, all the things we need to just align it properly. Again, this visual we will align it properly. Okay, so I will select all the visual in one go, disable the title for all, and you need to just place it properly here. Revenue by brand, and then revenue by category and subcategory. So all our visual is done. Now I will just focus on the different slicers. Okay, you can see within a few minutes our wireframe is ready. Simple method will save a lot of time for you, and even you are not going with any wireframe techniques like even in Power BI or using HTML measure or using this method, it will be difficult for you to finish your Power BI report design in one go. So you will always in a situation that you need to create something and redo that as per the end user requirement. So it is always recommended that we should create a proper wireframe. That's it for today. We have discussed two different methods to create a wireframe using Claude AI and PowerPoint for your Power BI report. If you found this valuable, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel to reach more Power BI developer, data analysts who need exactly this content. Subscribe if you are not already. We drop Power BI content every single week. Tutorial, DAX, deep dive, project walkthrough, and career tips related information on the channel. Drop a comment right now. Tell me which method you are going to use in your next project. I will attach all the required prompt in the description so you can access that and follow the same tutorial in order to achieve in your real project. I will see you in the next one. Keep building, keep growing, and as always, this is Data with Pankaj. Thanks for watching.